Can the patterns in Mother Nature help you make money trading the markets? The answer is yes, because these patterns and sequences that we see on a macro, intermediate, and micro literally repeat themselves in the markets because of crowd psychology. And today is day number 5 of 5 with Follow Me on Ethereum, and you're going to look at the macro, intermediate, but also the micro. So let's dive straight in. So the patterns in Mother Nature, what we're seeing above here, is beautiful and unique. However, the pattern sequences tend to repeat themselves, and then they go smaller and repeat themselves, they go smaller and they repeat themselves. So even when we look at a leaf, literally a leaf, these branches that branch out and then they branch out and they branch out, they have particular ratios that they measure towards, and that was shown to be really consistent in nature itself. But what was discovered is the same is true for the markets, and the key basic is 5s and 3s. When we're looking at Ethereum over here, this is since 2017 that we see that the market had a nice 5-way sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then since 2021, November, we've had this big A, B, C correction. Why is this important and significant? Well, guess what? If we zoom in to this part of the market since June, what do we see? It's the same pattern sequence. Yes, my friends, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. We go, well, yeah, is that just a coincidence? Is that, what if we zoomed in again to the last 5 days? What do we see? Oh my Lord, we are seeing another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. If we zoom into the more literally, this snapshot was taken this morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So the key thing to take away from this and how to make money, and by the way, if you want these charts, you can now download them for free with your trading view. You can view them. You can also upload them on the weekly, which is what we got over there in the top left, the daily and literally the micro data, these 5s and 3s. So it's in the description link below. What we're looking at is this whole bit here is this. What do we anticipate is likely to happen over the coming weeks and months? Well, it's this. Why? Well, what was happening in nature, and is really consistent with crowd psychology over here, is that once a completion of the correction is complete, we anticipate new highs to be made eventually. So we're talking about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably an ABC pullback of some sort, and then the next big bull movement to the upside. And that's what we're waiting for. But when we're looking at this tiny little part over here, that's what this is over here, this whole part over here. And by knowing that these patterns repeat themselves, you can now go into a lower degree time frame. It's an hourly chart that we got over here. And we're really looking for a tight entry at the end of a 3-wave correction. At the end of a 3-wave correction. Why? Because we're anticipating some big moves to the upside. However, we can get in a really tight entry. So then we can ride the trend and really make some serious money. So if you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Today was day 5 of 5. I just wanted to give you a macro, intermediate, and micro viewpoint of Ethereum. Let's finish on a quote of the day from my book, which you can also now download for free in the description link below. There's some real golden nuggets in there, especially with mindset. And every chapter, I start with a quote. So we're going to go with chapter 4 today, because we're going to learn from quotes, right? If there's wisdom, then we're going to apply that wisdom from people that came before us. So this one's from Benjamin Franklin. He or she who is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. I'm hyper aware of excuses, so I try not to make any myself. I look in the mirror and take full responsibility and ownership. That means my growth is really, really fast. And you can do the same, but also be aware of what you're listening to, the news, the people around you, so you can really, really focus and increase your growth curve, learning curve, so you can really maximize the opportunities that the markets are giving us on a daily, weekly, and a monthly basis. So there you have it. Mother Nature, markets, there is no difference because of crowd psychology, and these ratios and patterns apply time and time again. Your job is to learn these patterns and then apply them so you can know when to buy, when to sell, but also when to stand aside.